Hi, we are H&D Abroad. I'm Herman.
And I'm Dee, and we thought we'd come on to talk about um, how YouTube has changed our life, thinking back to when we had less than 500 subscribers. So, just wanted to share like our top 5 things. If you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, if you have thought, hey, I have something to share, but like,
What?
what will happen
How are we
if
going to do
I,
it?
what, if I put myself out there, what'll happen? Just wanted to share a little bit about how we got started,
Mhm.
and then what we've experienced personally and uh, with the community on our channel. So, probably starting with number one.
Be the audience you want to see. That was really important to us. When we started this journey, we were looking for couples, Black couples in particular, who were sharing the move abroad experience, not just singles moving abroad or people of other racial persuasions, but we wanted to see Black couples, particularly also Black couples in our age range who had a similar experience in life period we were in, where we're still working and still in the just taking care of young adult children, having moved out. And what was that look like? And so we began a conversation that was about what we were trying to find online. And we were actually having a bit of problems finding that online.
Yeah. So when you're thinking about, what should your channel be about? Some of the coaching that I got was choose a topic, be specific.
Mm-hmm.
Your channel shouldn't just be for everyone. You really should be talking to a particular person, thinking about their life circumstances, and speaking to that particular person will attract those folks to your channel. So, yeah, as mid-career professionals that were looking at, hey, everyone else in our age group is just kind of trucking along with life, and we're choosing to reduce the amount of hours that we work and to center travel as a part um, of our lifestyle, leaving behind our home country. That was different.
Mm-hmm.
So we wanted to see people like us doing it. So we just got out there and started doing it, which leads to point number 2 is launch ugly. Um, our business coach really encouraged us to, as long as you have a clear message, you know what you want to say, and you know who you're talking to, that you don't have to have all of the equipment and all of the bells and whistles of a high end, you know with full editing capabilities, a process.
Our very first recorded video, we were standing in our kitchen with the phone in our hand. I said our very first live video, we were the only people present at the live. We were live together. But it was important to us. It was real to us. And we knew if we kept finding a reason or kept waiting to see if we could be noticed, that we wouldn't do it. So we just jumped in.
So you'll notice that probably 90% of our videos are live. I think we enjoy the live because, if what's going to be a barrier with getting information out there, getting videos posted, is editing, which is the
Point number
number
three.
3. Then don't edit. And even with the requirements very early, they were much lower. Where I think it was you had to have 50 subscribers before. We chose to go with StreamYard. So StreamYard allows you to stream to platforms um, at no cost with their minimal plan and with a few additional bells and whistles for their paid services. So you can get out there with no subscribers, one subscriber, and start putting your message out there. And it was really hard in the beginning.
But it was one of the things that I really appreciated that we did. Once we realized that editing was going to be so much more work and so much more, and might end up being a deterrent from us continuing, we're like, we'll just go live. If people will watch, they will watch. And I think that it really bolstered us to becoming the channel that we are, just because we were able to be ourselves and go with it. Made us nervous, but it was really important.
You will get used to looking at your webcam continuously because that's how you can connect to your audience. You will need to make the upgrade like we did to hardwire to your modem and to buy a decent microphone, because some of the things that we heard in the very beginning was your sound quality isn't the best, and no one wants to be live and have your screen frozen. So, with improvements with StreamYard or with our streaming service, and with getting saving up, on some initial equipment, I think we found something that really works for us and really works for our audience. So probably the number 4 is it's going to be lonely when you get started.
Oh man.
because a lot of times you're just talking to a space where no one is on the other side. There's no one in the chat. And so you should invite friends, family to view your live stream. You want to remember, only invite people to subscribe if you think they might be continuing to watch.
Correct.
Because that impacts the algorithm. Right. So that I think is helpful to us, and that YouTube wants you to give it content and tell it who your audience is. And so the more information you get about using the description, using the tags, it's telling the algorithm who your target audience is. And as it finds those folk, continue.
Remember that if you're committed to the process and you like what you're doing, that there are going to be people who are going to find you. And whether it goes slowly or goes quickly, that level of honest engagement with whoever you intend your audience to be means you are not alone. It may not be immediate, but you're not alone. And that brings us to our final one, is community.
And I think community is a couple of different levels. So community can be collaboration.
Correct.
I don't think it's ever too early to collaborate. I think our 3rd video, we had guests. So, I mean, it's never too early to collaborate.
And there were a lot of people who questioned whether or not we should have guests. We questioned whether or not we should have guests. And we had technical issues on that first live with guests, and with an important guest at that. But it was a great part of how we learned to move forward. A large part of our platform has been interviewing some of the most amazing people that I ever thought I could come in contact with, who have really opened my eyes to what we thought we were alone in this process doing. And who have we've created a community, which is you, that is bound with us and made all the subscribers since be an amazing process. We never thought we'd get to 500, more or less where we are today. And to have met the milestones that we have met has only been because of the community that we've been able to build, that you've allowed us to put ourselves on the line, to make ourselves vulnerable. And you've actually shared with us and protected us. One of our fears was that the YouTube world was going to be a vicious wolf that was going to attack us young sheep. And thus far, you have been heralding shepherds who have protected us through this process. And we are really glad to share this experience with you.
Absolutely. So, community also means that we are sharing information. It is a conversation, as we say a lot. And when you are in the chat, when we're live, or when you post your comments, we respond back to you. If you care to just say, hey, hashtag replay, we want to tell you how much we appreciate it. And so we have appreciated the encouragement, the feedback about what we could do, topics that we could cover. And so that's how YouTube has changed our life. It's given us courage. It's encouraged us to get out of our comfort zone and really realize people want to connect about topics that are important to them. And so as we continue our journey, we have so much more to learn, and we're glad to have you all join us in that process. So this is the beginning of our YouTube journey, and I think we'll continue for many years to come.
I'm glad to do this with you.
I'm so glad to do this with you too.
Please subscribe to our channel. If you haven't already, please join us every week. We go live with you. Hope to see you soon with H&D Abroad.
Bye for now.